Hey everybody, welcome to Cooking with Pam Davidson. Today we are making something that's in my cookbook called the sandwich ring. However, in the cookbook it says to use 2 packages of refrigerated French bread, which I could not find. It's hard to find anymore. So I just bought some ready-made French bread in the bakery section, and I'm going to use that. I've already taken one out, laid it on my pan. We're going to cut it lengthwise like this. So I'll go ahead and cut this one. I have not tried it with the ready-made French bread before, but we're going to doctor this up and see if we can't get it semi of what you can get in those tubes. If you can find the refrigerated dough, it is so good. Well, we're going to use this today. Alright, so I'm going to make 2 of these. And what I'm going to do first is take some Pam and I'm going to spray the tops of these. Just give it a good generous coat because we're going to put some seasonings on that and we want that to stick to it. Now I'm going to take, it says in the book to take oregano and basil. I had basil but I didn't have oregano. So I'm just going to use Italian seasoning that's got both in it and a little bit of extra. So just shake that right onto the top of your French bread. Good Italian seasoning on here. And I'm going to take some minced garlic and we're just going to kind of spread a little bit of this on top also. And then I'm going to bake this in the oven. Even though this bread is already baked, I'm going to get it a little bit warmed up and bake this garlic and these seasonings right on top of this. I got my oven on 350 and I'm just going to play it by ear to see how long I think we need to bake this garlic and seasonings on here. But basically your bread is already made, so you don't have to toast it up. All right, we're going to put these in the oven, and I'll come back and tell you how long I left them in there for. All right, it just came out of the oven. It's nice and hot. It's toasted. Smells really good in here, Tony said. All right, so we're going to let this cool for a few minutes. I actually baked it for about 7 minutes in the oven at 350. We're going to let your bread cool off and then we're going to build up our Italian sub. All right, our bread is all cooled off. Now, I would normally use Italian dressing, but all I have is creamy Italian. So that's going to have to work today. And I'm going to go ahead and put some on here and just spread that around a little bit. You can pour, usually I pour the other dressing on it after I've got it all built, but I'm going to go ahead and just put the creamy Italian right on here, a little on the top and a little on the bottom. And just kind of spread that around a little bit. Just use what you got. And then you can use any kind of lunch meat you want. I'll show you what I'm going to put on mine and Tony's. All right, this is the bottom. So I'm going to start with bologna. I'm going to put, I got beef bologna. I'm going to put 3 strips of that on here. We have pepperoni. I buy the pepperoni at the deli so you get the nice big pepperoni slices. I think there's enough to put about 5 slices on this one. We're going to get some turkey. I have I didn't buy smoked turkey. I bought the oven roasted turkey breast. So we're going to put that up on here. Let's see if I can get this bag out of the way. Let's see, I put one more on here. Spread that out just a little bit. All right, now we're going to put some cheese. I'm going to use 2 different kinds of cheese on here. I think this is cheddar and one other kind. Go ahead and cut this in half. And we're just going to lay the cheese on here. And another half of the cheese. And then I'm going to use some of this white cheese. Same thing, I'm going to do some slices of it. Cut it in a diagonal. Well, let's go ahead and put our ham on. Go ahead and put our, lay our pieces of ham out here. And then we'll put our other cheese on. All right, now our white cheese. Whoops. Drop some of that white cheese. And I'm just putting it opposite of what I put the yellow on. And then we're going to top this off with some lettuce, shredded lettuce right on top of here, all the way down through here. Generous amount of lettuce. Onion. Y'all know Tony's got to have his onion on here, so I'm going to put onion rings all the way down through here on his. Just personalize it whatever you like. I think that's good on the onions, and we're going to top it off with a slice of tomato. Y'all, look at that. Look at that. Now we need a little bit of salt and pepper real quick. I like to salt my tomatoes anyways. You gotta have salt. If you're putting tomatoes on a sandwich, you gotta have some salt on there too. This is Himalayan pink salt. Top it off with the top of our sub thing. And there you have it. Jethro's sandwich. I'm going to go ahead and cut this in about 3 slices. Just cut on down through there so I can get it on the plate. You can hear that bread, it's crunchy. Now this will serve a bunch, y'all. This is a pretty good size sub here. All right, you think Tony's gonna like that? I'm gonna serve it up to him, and then I'll come back and tell y'all what he says. All right, Tony gave it a thumbs up. I'm gonna try a bite. Great shortcut using this French bread. Try it. It's great.